Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the personal year concept of numerology, because we are heading very close towards the beginning of a new year. We all get curious about the yearly prediction or the theme customized to us. People start searching on that. So I just thought that before I will start uploading the yearly predictions astrologically customized to your rising sign, we can have first our discussion from the numerology perspective, numerology point of view as well. Guys, like at the beginning of this year only, like after doing intense work on the yearly predictions for 2024 astrologically, I did not have much time. So I just thought just to give to my audience a fair idea, because I was not taking the personal year concept that seriously that it's going to have that big of the audience. So the best seller book which gets recommended to us at Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, I read it just straight from there, and half of the portion I took from a newspaper article which got published. You know that in newspaper you have a readership of the millions of people, but after that only it created stayed up kind of, you know, where people, there were a huge segment of people like these days, specifically in the Hindi belt, the trend is that people are claiming to be a numerologist after doing a 99 rupees Instagram workshop of 2 days. And these were the guys who were actually feeling very perturbed, and they were like a category of the astrologers as well, who were even coming to my channel comment section and writing it there, has been copied from my channel. Now I do not know why would I copy it from someone else, or when I'm by myself claiming this thing that it has been taken from the book and it has been taken from a newspaper, and you can take the names as well. So just because now I have realized the kind of audience base which the numerology also has got, so I just thought much in time, much in advance, I will give you deeper penetrating insight on the personal year. Because guys, what happens is that if you will only look at the personal year in a very encapsulated generalized way, you will not be able to get the much clearer insight. But yes, if you will be able to get it from like personalized to your personality, I mean to say for the MULANK birth date vibration, that will definitely give you a deeper insight. So what we will be doing in this like series of the 12, like I mean to say 9 videos, is that I will be talking about from the perspective of the MULANK or the birth date number specific vibration. That let's say for example, if your birth date vibration is of 1, whether you are born on 1st or 10th or like 19th, or you are born on the 28th, so that means you come in the vibration of the number 1, which defines your personality. So now if this is what your birth date vibration, your MULANK is, how next year, whether it is a personal year like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, how this year is going to be for you, this is how we will be having our discussion. So okay guys, now before getting into that, in the comment section of this video, first it becomes very important to understand the universal theme or the vibration of the year 2025. Now guys, we all know this thing that if you will make a sum total of 2025, you will get the resulting number as the 9, which is being ruled by the planet Mars. But guys, you have to be a little bit careful over here. Just hearing the name Mars, you cannot come to this conclusion that it is going to be instigating all the warlike kind of situation which we are already witnessing in 2024. See, you have to understand this thing. When we talk about the sum total of 2024, it is ruled more by the planet Saturn. Along with that, even if we will blend astrology, even at a time when I uploaded the Chatra Shukla Pratipada calendar and all, so over there, like the king and the minister of this year was also the planet Saturn and the Mars. So this year was supposed to be carrying this energy. But when we talk about the energy of the number 9, universal year 9, 2025, if you'll make it sum total of 2025, that will give you 9, controlled by the planet Mars in numerology, but it has got more deeper penetrating insight to it, which has got more to do with the love and brotherhood. So what is going to be the universal theme for everyone? We will understand that. And also guys, for all the astrology audience and all, I want to make it very clear over here that definitely the time period till the month of April is definitely very skeptical. The thing is, because if you follow astrology, we know this thing that in the sign of the Pisces, after the end of the March, like Saturn and Rahu are going to be conjunct in the Pisces sign. Like almost there is going to be those days when almost 6 planets are going to be conjunct in the Pisces. So all what it is indicating that definitely there are going to be several various provocation which will finally lead to everyone praying to and everyone resorting to peace as a ultimate solution. So all what I'm trying to say over here is that whatever things about the universal brotherhood and love and friendship I'm talking about, somehow those vibration will start pacing up after the month of April for sure. So okay guys, now for the common section, trying to understand that 2025 universal year numerologically. So guys, over here as you can see that the universal year sum total of 2025 is 9. The couple of things which we get to know about it. Very first thing is that it is a completion of cycle and projects. So understand it in this way that the numerology calculation generally work on the basis of a 9-year cycle. So I mean to say that whatsoever has been a theme which has started, and this could be a case that specifically you have to go back, like the way, for example, the way things were turning out in the year 2016, because that was also the universal year vibration, like of number 9 only. You will get a deeper insight to it. But one thing is for sure that lot many of the pending projects, or I would say that, you know, discarded or old worn out like propagandas or causes, subjects which have been kind of, you know, lying on the table in the dire need of clearance and all, that could see the light of the day, I can say. For the completion, this is what universal year 9 tells about. Second thing is beyond doubt humanitarianism. So this is going to be a time when the whole humanity and collectively we all will be seeking out in the pursuit of brotherhood and philanthropy. Trust me guys, when we talk about, you know, all those old worn out ideologies and propagandas and all those you know, kind of very heated religion based sentiments, those kind of ferocious thought process might not be able to strike a chord with the collective or the majority of the people. Understand this thing guys, when we talk about the number 8, somehow not only Saturn, Ketu also comes into picture. So the point which I'm saying over here is that the vibe of the next year, let's say for example, it is applicable for everyone, even if you are a business professional. So the more you will be eyeing for the CSR, like, you know, your community social responsibilities. If you are a politician, so the more you will be talking about the bringing people together, the better it will strike a chord for you. The universal vibration will work much in harmony for you. The third point could be about the global awareness and international relations. This is going to be a very good news. Now guys, after that, when we talk about the global trends for 2025, what we could look forward to. So the very first thing is that definitely guys, there is going to be shift in the global power dynamics. Like the way I'm recording this video on October 5th, 2024. So there has been those news which have been speculating that on October 7th, when it is going to be a year of the attack which happened on Israel. So Israel is going to be under tremendous pressure to take action. And it has been speculated that it is going to be targeting certain sites in the Iran. And the speculation is that if it is going to happen, God, I wish, I hope, I pray that it should not happen. The world should not come to the brink of another war. But if it is going to take place, definitely Russia and China is going to come to the aid of the Iran. So all these kind of lobbies are definitely going to be putting world and humanity at risk against each other. So the point over here is that the shift which is going to be taking place next year, that shift in the global power dynamics will have got more to do with enough of the war, think about peace and kind of mutual collaboration and support for each other. Second thing is that definitely guys, for the advancement in technology and the science, Universal year 9 vibration is always very supportive, so definitely we will be coming across lot many of the actual serious technological advancement, not like iPhone having one update after another series launch without many much of the contrasting additional features and all. So yes, actual legitimate advancement in technology and science. Point number 2 is going to be increased focus on sustainability and the environmentalism. So definitely guys, when we talk about sustainable goods, when we talk about actual genuine concerns for the environment, like we all know this thing that the global warming, if it is being caused by the burning of the fossil fuel and other reasons and all, rising level of ocean and all, plastic use, all those kind of impending issues and all, the world will definitely going to have kind of lot of attention which will go in that area. Guys, you have to understand this thing. Next year, the beauty is that the chief significator of the technology, Rahu, is going to be transiting in the Aquarius. So Rahu's energy somehow, see, the beauty of the Aquarius is that if there is only one sign which hold this power to bring everyone together for a common cause, for having that utopian mindset, making world a better place and all. And definitely guys, unless and until you do not have that power to connect everyone, bring everyone on the boat, you will not be, no matter how good your intentions are, you will still be helpless, powerless. But this is the power which Rahu holds when it is in the Aquarius. So, and Saturn is going to be the dispositor of that Aquarius. Saturn is going to be in the sign of Aquarius, Pisces, which has got to do with the peace, cleansing, purification. So I mean to say it's a good energy for that. Next point is growing demand for social justice and equality. So again guys, trust me, there's a very least possibility, like the way certain events which happened, attacks on targeting someone's race, someone's color, someone's religion. So there is going to be a very huge demand for the social justice and equality in the universal year 9 in the year 2025. After that guys, expanded international cooperation and diplomacy, which I have already mentioned. Now guys, when we talk about the opportunities next year, so again guys, you can tailor it to your own business, your own aspiration, your own public image. So how the opportunities is going to be in the collectively, here I'm not talking about customized, here I'm talking about collectively. So the opportunities are going to be definitely filled with new beginnings and fresh starts for sure. Spiritual awakening and enlightenment. Lot many people are going to be taking heightened interest in the spiritual awakening of theirs. Why I'm here in this world? What is my place in the society? What I'm carved out to contribute? What is my uniqueness? What is my life purpose? All these are going to be the pressing issue for a lot many people. And guys, the good thing is that with Saturn in the Pisces, you will also have that capacity to put yourself in the line in order to find the unknown. So a lot many people will be willing to put themselves or offer themselves for those causes or for that quest. Along with that guys, definitely increased empathy and compassion for sure. This is not going to be the time when you will have this kind of comments, statements where everyone is thirsting for revenge or blood of the opponents and all. Definitely there is going to be empathy and compassion is going to be high for sure. Innovative solutions for the global problems. So technology is going to be at its peak, but there's a high possibility that advanced technology will not be used to cause harm. It will be used to somehow safeguard the interest. But one thing is for sure guys, whatever I'm saying, as per astrologically, end of the March and the first few days, weeks of the April are sensitive. Whatever I'm saying over here, it will be much more strongly potent, visible only after that. After that guys, innovative solution for global problems we have discussed. Personal growth and self-awareness. So yes, next year there's a lot of scope for, the thing is more than the personal growth and self-awareness, it's like, because a lot many people are going to be sick and tired of the old, worn out use of things. So they will be craving for something which is going to take them to the next level, discarding the old and embracing the new is going to be the theme for next year. Now guys, when we talk about the challenges, definitely we have to know about the challenges as well. So the first thing is that a lot many times it has been seen that in the universal year 9 there is going to be a lot of emotional intensity and the drama. So like the way there have been those cases, like like those kind of like when we talk about celebrities as well, because they have got this power to influence the world on a global level, like OJ Simpson case, any tragedy happens with Kardashian family, this DD case, and like Ben Affleck and I guess Jennifer Lopez were in the news as well. So emotional intensity and lot many people will be up there ready for the lot of drama as well. Second thing is conflict resolution and forgiveness. So yes guys, forgiveness is going to be somehow the deciding theme for the 2025 for sure. And the language of peace, forgiveness, extending an olive branch is something which will be appreciated much more, rather than only talking about blood, vengeance and revenge. Along with that guys, health issues related to stress and burnout. Yes, this is one such vulnerability that whenever 9 is operating over you, there is a somehow vulnerability of overwork, and because of that the burnout situation. And I guess because here we are talking about the global pattern and trends. So recently in India as well, in one of the province in India, it happened that there was this employee, she collapsed prayers for her soul, but she was not able to make it. She died because of the exhaustion and overwork in her IT or corporate toxic kind of culture, which later on came into the picture, that these guys have been made to work for like 16 hours, 18 hours. And I guess in across the globe, like there, I'm sure there are like certain countries, like I guess China also has 669 culture, or 996. I'm 996 culture, I'm so sorry. So I mean to say, like Japan also has got this reputation, certain countries where there is a lot of culture of overwork, over exhaustion for the employees. So lot many in the countries people will be talking about, it is going to be a very vocal thing regarding the stress and the burnout amongst the people. Next is guys, financial instability and economic shift, because we all know this thing. See, 9 is in a way planning to wrap up everything for making change for the new arrival and the new beginnings. So yes, economic shift is definitely going to be on the cards, and yes, natural disaster and global crisis. So guys, if I were to say, I want to be very honest over here, more than the people dying next year because of a missile sent by any enemy hostile nation, the possibilities of people dying more of because of the tsunami, hurricane, typhoon and all, that possibility is very strong, because Saturn is going in the Pisces sign of water bodies and all, and the month of April is going to be very very sensitive for these kind of tsunami, these kind of events and all, natural calamity and all. So that possibility is going to be there. After that guys, when we talk about the personal guidance, so definitely guys, the personal guidance, like certain general tips which are equally applicable for everyone. The very first point is that reflecting on the past experience and releasing of emotional baggage. Again guys, only if you know how to blend yourself as per the need of the hour. So next year the theme is going to be very much supportive for any of the trauma, betrayal, any of those wounds you are dealing with, you are battling with, any of those addictions you are battling with, for coming out clean and contemplating with proper due retrospect, contemplating on the shortcomings of yours and all, taking a vow, and now releasing that emotional baggage. Next year 2025 is for you. Second is focusing on the humanitarian pursuit and helping others will be rewarded very 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 strongly next year. Trust me on this thing. A lot many times we feel that okay, I will only do a, I still remember there was this meme I saw, there was this very poor guy kind of shivering in the cold, and like 2-3 people, 4 people I guess, or 5 people offering him a warm blanket, and rest of the people are just touching it to get a picture clicked. And there was a caption over there that this guy will not die of the cold, there's a much more fear of him dying of the heaviness of the fever. So I mean to say, universe is always watching us. Don't do something like with this intent that only when someone is appreciating you, looking at you, acknowledging you, planets are all the time observing you. And next year's vibration is very good for humanitarian pursuit and helping others unconditionally. You never know the person whom you will lend a helping hand, in which form, which shape, the same favor will come back to you when you will be in the dire need. Next year is carrying all that energy. Again guys, next point is cultivating spiritual growth through meditation and self-reflection. Very good. So we all know Saturn is also going to be in the Pisces, Rahu is in the Aquarius, and Rahu is not about, who says that Rahu couldn't be spiritual? You know the kind of level of heights which Rahu can give you. In negative cases, it gives through some intoxicants or use of stimulants, but for rest of the people also, we say that all the new age gurus and all who are actually blending, like these days, there was never used to be the case where you see a typical Indian spiritual guru using the terms like amygdala, using the terms like dopamine. So what is this? This is what the blend of Aquarius and Rahu energy is like. So this is what I'm trying to say, that yes, Rahu also hold this potential, and the energy of the next year is very good for cultivating spiritual growth through meditation and self-reflection. And lastly guys, the last point is embrace change and uncertainty with flexibility. So yes, you need to embrace any of the change, because the universal vibration and the universe is definitely working out some sort of wrapping up something just to pave path for something new to begin. So yes, embrace any change and uncertainty with the flexibility. Now guys, after that, before we will get to the customized part, one just last thing which I wanted to say for all those people who do not know how to calculate the personal year, because this whole discussion, all these 9 videos which I will be uploading are going to be on the basis of the MULANK 1, MULANK 2, MULANK 3, and you will be reading the section of that for your birth date MULANK number, the personal year what you will be next year. So important is that you should know how to calculate the personal year on the first thing. So that's very simple guys. How to calculate personal year? You have to make a sum total of your month of birth, you have to add it with your date of birth, and you have to add it with the calendar year. So for example, in this reference chart, if the person's date of birth is February 10th, 1996, and you have to calculate the personal year for the 2025 for this guy, it's very simple. So you will take the month of birth, which is 2, you will take the date of birth, which is 10, and you will add the 2025 over here. So 2 plus 1 plus 0 is going to be 1. 2025, we will add it, it will become 9. So now we have to add 2 plus 1 plus 9, which will give us 12. Again, you will reduce it to a single digit. 1 plus 2 is going to be 3. So for someone who is born on February 10th, 1996, the vibration of the personal year next year for this person is going to be of number 3. Now guys, the next example is, let's say for example, if you want to calculate the personal year for 2025 for someone who is born on March 14th, 2004. So that's very simple. The formula is that you have to add month of birth, date of birth with the calendar year. So month of birth is March, it is 3. You will add 14, 1 plus 4 is 5, and then the 2025, you will add all the numbers, it is going to be 9. So 3 plus 5 plus 9, the resulting number is going to be 17. You will reduce it to a single digit. So 1 plus 7 is going to be 8. So that means for someone who is born on March 14th, 2004, the personal year vibration next year 2025 for this person is going to be of the number 8. So guys, being a MULANK 7, definitely wisdom is something which you always craves for. You have this tendency to be perfectionist, to be specialized in your line of work. A lot many times it has been seen that the 7 people or people who are in the influence of the number 7, they do not get their success in the hustle bustle of the crowd. These are among those people who will prefer to retreat from the hustle of the crowd, being in their own isolation, being in their own comfort zone and working hard to attain perfection in the craft. They also tend to have, like being a MULANK 7, I'm very much sure that you will be very fond of nature, naturopathy, all those things which are very herbal, which are very organic. And guys, never ever underestimate the potential of the number 7 to give you fame. Like the fame which generally comes from the influence of the 7, that gives you that sort of monopoly that you will not even find anyone even very close to you. You will be on the peak of that pedestal. And I guess that is the only reason majority of the sports star and celebrities, they are very fond of number 7. Like you take up the case of Cristiano Ronaldo, you take up the case of like when Mahendra Singh Dhoni was at the prime of his career. So number 7 is something which always fascinates people who crave for that exclusivity, that perfection, or that monopoly in their line of work. In a way, the beauty of the number 7 is that somehow it's a lucky number because the omen and the nature, the universal vibrations protect you. Now guys, let's say for example, if being a MULANK 7, whether you're born on 7th of any month, 16th of any month, or 25th of any month, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 1, so to begin with, definitely guys, you will experience new beginnings in majority of the areas of your life. Like the way I always say this thing, a lot many numerologists try to bifurcate things, that you can only get married in 2, personal year 2, personal year 3, personal year 6. You can only have success in the business in the personal year 8. But trust me guys, personal year 1 has the beauty that it unfolds many areas in your life. It makes you eligible enough for new beginnings in majority of the areas of your life. This could be a case that you could also get married and start a family. You could start your business. You can migrate to a new country. In a nutshell, new beginning and more opportunities are going to be the theme of this year for you. Along with that guys, definitely you have to be very careful. Any opportunity lost this year will only come after 9 years, because like the way in astrology people follow Vimshotri Dasha, like there are many dasha, but majority of the astrologers follow the Vimshotri Dasha. Over there, like planets have been allotted a specific time period. In numerology, planets, and we generally calculate the period on the basis of a 9-year cycle. So you have to be very proactive. Any opportunity lost this year will only come after 9 years. You have to guys take chances without being like aggressive or headstrong. Now that is one area where the MULANK 7 people could be a little bit headstrong. So aggressiveness and headstrong is something which you have to avoid, and you have to understand this thing. Personal year 1 has got everything to do with being a pioneer, making use of your own individuality, using your own style, like marking your own signature out there rather than copying the trend or copying what others are doing. So there will be a test of courage and character, and you have to show your individuality, and you have to be confident and assertive. Along with that guys, don't turn aside for people. Like, you know, it's like, because there will be a lot many people who will be trying to come in your way, who will be trying to critique you and something. So don't turn aside for other people. Give attention to what the inner voice of yours is saying, because number 7 is somehow connected with the intuition as well. And generally it has been seen that in the personal year 7, your instincts and intuition always guide you in the right direction. Along with that guys, hold a very constant image in front of you of the kind of person you want to become in the next 9 years. So guys, if I were to summarize, being a MULANK 7, if in the year 2025 you are in the personal year 1, so it is a very good year for the attainment of position, any favors from the government, and this could be new beginnings in your career front, in your job, in your business, in your family life and all. So overall, this year will mark some auspicious beginning in your life for sure. Now guys, if being a MULANK 7, if in the year 2025 you are in the personal year 2, so definitely guys, what defines your MULANK is that it makes you very wise, and it gives you that craving for attaining perfection, that sort of exclusivity in your line of work. And majority of the times you know this thing by yourself, that you gain much more being working in your own comfort space, like a mad scientist, rather than following the trend or being in a hustle of the crowd. So now guys, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 2, so to begin with, this is a year for attraction and not action. Things only will come if you are quiet and receptive. Now again guys, that is the only reason why I'm doing individual MULANK for all the personal years. Like the way, had it been a MULANK like 5, in the personal year 2, it would not have been able to gain the best, because when we talk about the MULANK 5 or this could be MULANK 8, intuitiveness is not their forte. But because it is your MULANK, that is what your forte is. So I mean to say, let's say for example, if you are a MULANK 7 and you are in the personal year 2, so that means this is a year which is meant to attract lot many things for you. And this is, I guess, what the spiritual nectar is, that you should be believing more in manifesting, attracting rather than chasing. So this year, this combination of your MULANK energy with the theme of the year will work out very beautifully for you. So positive thinking, believing in that manifestation of things and believing in attracting positivity in your life is something which you have to be a very strong believer of that. Now, you do not have to share that in your Instagram, in your TikTok and all. You have to by yourself believe in that positivity. Along with that guys, this is the year for you to cooperate and form association. So guys, this one example which I have been giving in all the MULANK whenever I reach the personal year 2, like in the older times, the way association used to get formed between different kingdoms, because they just want to be assured that the other kingdom shall not turn hostile or invade them. So they used to get their prince and princess and their kids get married to form an association. So this year it becomes very important for you. Like let's say for example, you're just going out with someone without labeling it. So this is a year which will demand you to give it a name. This could be to relationship, this could be to a hobby, this could be something. So you cannot just keep on walking around without having a clear idea that why you are dedicated, committed to certain things. So being very cooperative and forming association this year will work out very beautiful for you. And like the way guys we say this thing, that any of the friendship connection you will make in this year, they will serve you for long span of time. Along with that guys, tact and diplomacy will help this year. So this is a year which demands you to be very tactful and to be very diplomatic. Along with that guys, this is a year which is meant for amassing and accumulation. So although when we talk about the MULANK 7, they are not that extravagant, which could be a forte of a MULANK 6 or other MULANKs, but still in this year encourages amassing things, saving things for future prospects and all. So if you will be opting with this mindset of amassing things, accumulating things. Now this could be accumulation of knowledge, accumulation of money, accumulation of relationship and all. So this is a year which is called as the collector year. Along with that guys, patience is necessary, as progress initially could be little bit slow, but definitely you will reach there. And aggressiveness in the personal year 2 always bring disappointment. And along with that guys, I always say this thing, that when you're in the personal year 2, learn to be behind the scene and learning the craft, managing the things, like how well you manage things. Over there you will be judged. You will not be able to impress lot more people if you are going to be in the front of the stage or the limelight is going to be on to you. You will be judged more and appreciated more the way you run the show, manage the show from behind the scene. So that mindset has to be there for this year. Along with that guys, creative outlets and travels will be very therapeutic. So in any case, being a MULANK 7, I'm very much sure that you will be very fond of travels and nature and all. Creativity comes naturally to you. So yes, any of the creative outlets for the manifestation or for the release of the pent-up energy and undertaking travels tend to remain very therapeutic in the personal year 2. Along with that guys, if I were to summarize, being a MULANK 7, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 2, it is considered as a very positive year for getting married. It is considered as very good year for getting into partnership, getting into alliance, undertake those big travels which you always have had in your mind. So these are certain things regarding which you can keep in your mind, and you should plan your life accordingly, because life will be treating you with many gifts in the personal year 2. Now guys, let's say for example, if being a MULANK 7 in 2025, you are in the personal year 3. So yes guys, the MULANK 7 definitely makes you very wise. You crave, you strive for perfection, and majority of the things which you achieve in your life, it happens when you are being left on your own, working hard like a mad aloof scientist rather than being lost in the hustle of the crowd. So I mean to say, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 3, so again guys, like the way you know this thing, that personal year 3 is considered as very fortunate. Many auspicious event happens in our life, like auspicious year for witnessing harmonious events, self improvement in personal and family life. So guys, whatever your definition right now is, whatsoever age of life you are in, stage you are in, like if getting married is utmost importance for you, this year can give you that. If finding your first job after completing your education is important, this year can give you. So it all comes down to what you see and what matters right now in your life, which can be categorized as auspicious. Along with that guys, this is a very good year for self-improvement. See, when we talk about the MULANK 7, in any case, they are like very critical and they are consistently and all the time working towards gaining perfection. And this year will definitely give you scope of self-improvement. Any health goals, any fitness goals, any addictions which you want to get rid of. So this year will definitely give you that scope of self-improvement for your personal life or for your family life. The second point is that guys, definitely life gives many opportunities and reasons to be happy, reasons to feel happy. Like people get award, people get nominated, you remain subjected to lot many appreciation, accolades wherever you go. So that is the kind of potential which this year has. Trust me, next year in 2026, when you will be in the personal year 4, no matter how much hard work you're doing, no matter how good job you have done, your bosses will still be expecting more from you. But in personal year 3, life treats us well. So yes, many opportunities and reasons to be happy. Many tasks can be accomplished in this year, and definitely recognition generally comes. So recognition somehow tend to remain very quick. It will not be delayed like there could be in some personal year. So there's a scope of access to like accolades and happiness and recognition in a very quick span of time. Along with that guys, use imagination and creativity in a very constructive way in this year. So because when we talk about the theme of the personal year 3, it is very fresh, it is very what do you call that, rejuvenating. So whatever you are doing, like try not to fall into a rut, try not to be very monotonous, do things in a very creative way, or make use of your imagination. If your gut feel is giving you some idea, some hint, so take those leap of faith. Like that's all what I want to say. Along with that guys, see, this is a very gregarious, very social year. So personal year 3 has got this reputation when you will be hosting lot many parties, and you might also be invited to lot many gatherings and all as well. So it's a very good year for lots of invitation and hostings at your home. Along with that guys, you have to be very mindful of finishing one thing at a time or not undertaking too many things. So because a lot many times because that possibility is less, although because I'm sure MULANK 7 people, they are those who want to take one job in their hand and finish it to the perfection. So I mean to say, you have to be very mindful, extra cautious in this year, because your personality trait although is getting matched with the theme of this year, but you have to be over cautious and careful that yes, only undertake that much which you can finish on time. Along with that guys, the good part about this year is that, see, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 3, so that means in 2023 you would have been in personal year 1. So whatsoever seeds you have sown in 2023, in this year you will start seeing those seeds turning into saplings, getting germinated, or some sort of development and progress in the investments which you have made. So regarding that as well, it's a good year. And along with that guys, like whatever you strongly feel about any purpose, any cause, any mission, so the vibration of the personal year 3 is that it definitely gives you chance to work on them, chance to pursue all those kind of goals which make you connect to something larger than yourself. So this year has this potential to give you all those kind of opportunities. Because guys, this is where understanding the personal year specific to the MULANK comes into picture. Because if you are a MULANK 7, definitely you are very critical. You are a person with a very strong likes and dislikes. Whatever you believe in, you are a very firm believer of that. Then you are not gonna vacillate, and this year will give you chance to work for those causes. So guys, if I were to summarize, being a MULANK 7, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 3, so it is a very good year for you to get married, to start your own business, have a very active social life, make use of your creative outflow, and be associate with some important causes and all. So this is how this personal year is going to be treating all the MULANK 7 people. Now guys, moving ahead, now let's say for example, if you are a MULANK 7 and in year 2025 you are in the personal year 4, so definitely guys, being a MULANK 7, it makes you very wise. You crave for perfection, solitude, and the thing is that you could be very like, there is a potential of reaching that place in the life which is going to be giving you that sort of monopoly or exclusivity in your life. That is the only reason when you look at people like Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Cristiano Ronaldo, number 7 is something which everyone is fascinated about. So guys, in this year, to begin with, when we talk about the personal year 4, we all know that the thing which comes to our mind in numerology connected with the reputation of 4 is hard work, being very practical, doing the best which you can do, and laying the foundation of something new, thinking about how to scale up. Now guys, a lot many people also say this thing that 4 and 7 is a combination of Rahu and Ketu. Like 4 is like the head and 7 is like a body, Ketu. So you can look at it in this way, that your body, whatever it is meant for, your soul, whichever it feels perfection, this year has the potential to give you all those kind of platform and opportunities and the circumstances. To begin with, every ounce of detailing, planning and hard work gets rewarded this year. The beauty of the personal year 4 is that any hard work done by you never goes to drain. It generally works out well. Second thing is that problems, relatives and minute health issues should not be neglected, otherwise disappointment is bound to follow. So yes guys, like any even disease at a very fledgling level, any relative who is suddenly started to annoy you or is causing issues in the family and all, so deal with them like nip in the bud. There's a saying we call that. So yes, you have to be very proactive in dealing with any problem, any situation the minute it arises. If you're gonna procrastinate it for future, it might snowball into something much worse. So that is the one kind of principle which we have to keep in mind when we are in the personal year 4. Along with that guys, be meticulous with your finances and be responsible for your family. Avoid the feelings of restraint or slow progress. So yes guys, you have to be very meticulous, very planned when it comes down to the way you manage your finances, in the matters of your finances. Second thing is that, like the way I already mentioned this thing, you have to be very accountable, responsible and dutiful towards your family. And lastly guys, do not get bogged down by the feelings of restraint or slow progress, because at times it has been seen that the progress could be little bit delayed, slow, but by the time you will reach the end of the year, you will start seeing the concrete result and the rewards, acknowledgements coming in. The only thing is that, see, when we talk about planets and the numbers like 4 and 8, they test us first. So the 3/4 of the year could be filled with the tests, trials, hard work, running around, frustration and all, but the last 1/4 will give you the rewards. Along with that guys, the way we say this thing that see, if you are in the personal year 4 in 2025, that means in 2024 you are in the personal year 3. So whatever you are reaping in this year, all the good fortune of this year, you should use it to lay foundation in the year 2025, so that by the end of the year, by the time you will reach the end of the year, you will start seeing the positive developments. And lastly guys, just try to keep yourself very busy, because that is what is going to be the need of the hour for this year for you. So guys, if I were to summarize, being a MULANK 7, if in 2025 you are in the personal year 4, it is a very good year for being considered for a promotion, because only if your designation is going to increase, the responsibilities will also increase. It is a very good year for some major concrete lifetime investment. I've also seen like lot many people try to renovate their home, build their home, invest in assets, fixed asset and all. That can also take place when we talk about marriage and all these kind of events. So again guys, we all know this thing that see, it's the energy of this year has not much to do with the attraction of, it's like someone can be impressed by your work ethics, someone can be fascinated by your success, by the kind of command you hold, any authority which has been bestowed upon you, but still over there will be a feeling of respect but not the love. So that is something which you have to be mindful about. So yes guys, and the beauty is that 4 lies in between 3 and the 5. Trust me, whatever best you can expect as affair, travels, fun, adventure, hobby, 2026 will definitely give you that, because then you will be in the personal year 5. But in the personal year 4, just focus on the work and do your best. That is all what I can say for the MULANK 7 in the 2025 as their personal year 4. Now guys, moving ahead. Now let's say for example, if you are a MULANK 7 and in the year 2025 you are in the personal year 5. So guys, definitely to begin with, if you are a MULANK 7, that makes you very hardworking, that makes you very perfectionist, that makes you, a person who is always craving for the wisdom, true authentic connection. You have this potential to be exclusive and reach that position in the life where there is no other competition or alternative to you. That is the kind of potential which the number 7 MULANK holds. So now guys, in this year, definitely you are in the personal year 5. So one thing which I want to start with is relax, because this year is going to be filled with a lot of the changes, lot of the adventure, and whatever opportunity will come, it will be attached with a feeling of adventure, thrill and excitement. So let's say for example, a lot many times what happens is that even if some transfer or change of residence happens, we go from one boring place to another boring place. But over here, the energy of this personal year is that your surroundings, the people you engage with can suddenly turn around just because you have not been in a very happy, in a very optimistic kind of environment. So yes, there is a possibility of a lot of travels. See, for marriage and romance, 5 is not the number. 5 is a number for 5 is a personal year for affairs and all. So yes, possibilities of travel, affairs, new friendship, new connection and change of residence for many people as well. Along with that guys, you have to be resourceful and opportunistic and versatile. So try not to restrict any change which life is bringing in your life. If life expects you to be, okay, you used to handle and take care of the HR role, but now your team is asking you to just walk extra mile and sit with the marketing team as well for a few hours, do that. You have to be versatile, because you never know how many doors can open only if you will be acting out a little bit versatile and all. So yes, be resourceful, be opportunistic. You have to be proactive guys. Whatever window of opportunity opens, in the influence of the 5, in the influence of Mercury, it is very short-lived. So that means you have to be opportunistic, and along with that, do a lot of advertising. So guys, the beauty of the personal year 5 is that advertising yourself, marketing yourself, like the way we say that a lot many times it has been seen that all those entrepreneurs and all, they would have hired an agency or something for their promotion. They might have that much money which they can pump in the market and can hire the celebrities, actors, models for the promotion of their brand. But suddenly when they are in the personal year 5, you will see these guys coming in front and promoting their brand by themselves. So yes, try to sell your business, promote your business from a new angle, from a new perspective, and definitely the more marketing advertising you can do, the better it is going to be. Try to be equipped and engaged in multiple things, because this year has got this potential to give you thrill in the more multiple of the things you're going to be engaged in or going to be a part of. So guys, if I were to summarize, if being a MULANK 7 in the year 2025, you are in the personal year 5, it is a very good year for travel, adventure, taking those retreats, learning some new skill, undergoing some certification, doing some course, affair, travels, adventure, thrill, road trips, mountaineering. So many things can happen. All what I can advise to the MULANK 7 people is that, okay, enough of living in your own isolation, kind of what you call that, hibernating and all. Now is the time for you. This year is providing you the best of the platform to live life to the fullest of the adventure. Guys, the good part is that irrespective of all the attached fun aspect which comes with the personal year 5, your personality craves for the authentic wisdom and knowledge, and we cannot overlook this fact that number 5 ruled by Mercury also has got this potential to grant us that as well. How much you'll be able to extract out of it, like there are like many people who go to a class, go to a school, but it's the individual's capacity that when they leave the school, how much they have gained actually. So you have this capacity that whatever wisdom or the life lessons life will give you through these adventures, you will learn a lot from them. So that is all what I can say for the MULANK 7 people who are in the personal year 5 in the 2025. Now guys, if you are a MULANK 7, that definitely makes you very wise, fills you with that craving for perfection, being specialized in your line of work. Like the way I always say this thing, the place where the MULANK 7 people can reach, there is going to be no alternative to them. They have this capacity to be chosen ones being in that field. And I guess that is the only reason people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, they all were fascinated by the charm and the power of the number 7. It's like the beauty of the number 7 is that the universe, the nature and the omens protect you. Now guys, let's say for example, if in 2025, you are in the personal year 6. So guys, definitely to begin with, during this year, you have to prioritize your family and their domestic life over anything. And guys, that is the only reason why I chose to make separate videos for all the MULANK. Because see, this thing is very easy to say for a MULANK 2, for a MULANK 1. But when we talk about the MULANK 7, somehow they have this capacity to be turning aloof or being dedicated, devoted only to the work or research of some sort and all. But during this year, you have to change your mindset because the need of the hour in this year is going to be prioritizing your family and your domestic life over anything. Along with that, guys, there's a very strong possibility, marriage, romance, relationship, which generally takes place in the personal year 6. They tend to remain very authentic, very credible. Like the connection which you form in the personal year 6 tend to remain very deep, very authentic. So yes, if you are of that age where you are on a lookout for alliance of something or romance of something and all, so this year will definitely grant you that. Along with that, guys, service to the community to be attended. Like this is going to be a year when the community causes will definitely be the matter of concern. It's definitely going to be a priority and all. So my recommendation is that if you will find that your community and any resident welfare you are a part of and they are in some need or in any way with your talent, with your skill set, you can contribute anything. So be willing and be ready to offer yourself over there. Along with that, guys, the beauty of this year is that you will be surrounded by the love, friendliness and the contentment. So that means this year has got a potentially to grant you all of that. It all comes down to whether you by yourself is craving for the similar thing or not. And lastly, guys, it is also a very good year for the settlement of the business and property. So let's say for example, you are doing your business, but there have been some important decisions which are needing your personal touch, personal attention. This could be a case that, okay, you are living in Canada, you have your business interest, business settled, company registered in Philippines, in India, in like Germany, someplace, and you're just not able to deliver the best because things need to be settled down in a very prescribed, in a very meticulous way. So during this year, we say this thing that any of the concerns of the any property you have which needs to be settled down, some construction, renovation, paperwork, or even the same thing gets applied to a business as well. So if any of these concerns you have, so this is a very good year for the settlement of your business and your property. So guys, if I were to summarize, This year for the MULANK 7 people is very harmonious for any concern of getting married, being in a romantic relationship and all. This year is very favorable for you. Let's say for example, if in any case you work in the fashion industry, in the any designing or any performing arts kind of industry, any of those industries where glitter, glamour, favors are needed, word of mouth is needed, support is needed, so you can do very good in these kind of nature of work and businesses as well. And along with that guys, definitely being surrounded by the loved ones is definitely going to be the theme which will keep you going in the personal year 6. Now guys, let's say for example, if being a MULANK 7 in the year 2025, you are in the personal year 7. So definitely guys, to begin with, MULANK 7 makes you perfectionist, makes you crave for that true wisdom, true knowledge, and you have got this capacity to reach a place in the society, in your career, where you will not have any other alternative. Because the good thing about the energy of the number 7 is that omens generally support these people, and I guess that is the only reason people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, so many of those celebrities and all, which are considered as greatest of all time, they have chosen number 7 as their favorite. So I mean to say, a lot of potential which this of your MULANK holds. And the beauty is that guys, whenever you are finding any overlap, like your MULANK is same as of the personal year of yours, that year tend to remain very important. And the rational explanation for that is that whatever your personality is, you will be vibrating in the year in the same frequency. I mean to say, whatever you crave for, whatever your personality is, the life in that personal year will provide you with the compatible kind of energy, circumstances, people and opportunities. And let's say for example, if with this overlap, next year you are also turning 25 years of age, 34 years of age, 40, 30 years of age. So 2 plus 5, 7, 3 plus 4, 7, 4 plus 3, 7. So that means this year will become more important for you. So yes guys, to begin with, this is a year for you to contemplate, prioritize an inner development and getting that specialization in your field. So guys, a lot many times it has been seen that people generally end up winning Nobel Prize, and big win, major win generally comes, major accomplishment, inventions and all generally happens in the lives of the great people in the personal year 7. And along with that guys, like this is a year when you do not have to be too much caring and catering to the whims and demands of the social obligations. So focus on your own development, and later on everyone around you will not be complaining, rather they will be giving your example to others. So yes, a very good year to contemplate, to prioritize your inner development and get specialized in your field. Next point is that guys, not a year for expansion or change. This is a year for you for the reflection and the perfection. So we say this thing that the personal year 7 does not support going in that extra being extravagant or going in that expansion spree. The more you can reflect and strive for perfection, the better this year will work for you. Along with that guys, deepen the roots of everything that matters. Along with that guys, when we talk about anything to do with spirituality, meditation, self-introspection, new lines of awareness, this year is definitely going to be supporting you. So this could be a case that whether if you are already professionally operating in these fields, you are a meditation practitioner, you are a preacher, or you are learning astrology, you are an astrologer, you are a researcher, you are a scientist, so definitely it is going to be good for you. But even if it is not, you are not doing it as a part of your profession, you are doing it for your own soul elevation. You are craving for that deeper understanding of the life, purpose of your life, deeper understanding of life and death and all. So if you crave for those kind of penetrating transcendental knowledge, this year has potential to grant you that. For any of your spiritual quest, meditation, self-introspection, new line of awareness, this year is very important for you. Along with that guys, see, there could be a little bit of the loneliness and detachment, because now that possibility is going to go intense, because this is what your MULANK vibration is, and the ear is also reverberating on the same level. So that means there could be slight feeling of loneliness and detachment which you have to deal with, which you have to handle gracefully. And lastly guys, get acquainted with your like powers, because during this year you will get access to that. So get acquainted with your powers and learn from your past mistakes, contemplate with due retrospection, go down the memory lane that what was wrong which led to that failure. So go down the memory lane, learn about your past mistakes and start sowing seeds for your future desires. So guys, if I were to summarize, personal year 7 is very good for you guys, for the MULANK 7 people, for that gaining or standing a chance for some specialized accomplishment or achievement. It's a very good year for travel, staying close to nature and connecting to your roots, along with anything which is very deep. Like along with that, any of the people end up gaining PhDs, doing some very high leap achievement in their academics in the personal year 7. So this is how guys we can say that if you want to license something, have that patent on something, witness doing some discovery, some big sudden wins and all, so all that can be materialized with the personal year 7. When people talk about marriage and all, so again guys, this year does not have much of the outer attraction to deal with. It has got more to do with going deep within. So that is all what I can say for a MULANK 7 people who in 2025 are going to be in the personal year 7. Now guys, if being a MULANK 7 in the year 2025, you are in the personal year 8. So definitely guys, to begin with, being a MULANK 7, that makes you very perfectionist, that makes you a true seeker of knowledge and wisdom. And like the way we say this thing, that the point where you can reach in your life, you will not have any alternative to you. So that sort of exclusivity and the monopoly which the number 7 holds to grant you. The beauty of this number is that the universe and the omens guards you, protects you. I guess that is the only reason people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, they all have been fascinated with the magical powers of the number 7. So guys, being a MULANK 7, if in the 2025 you are in the personal year 8. So guys, to begin with, this is a power year for you. This is a year to claim territory for big material advancement. Like when I say material, that means prospects of wealth, taking a big leap, along with a lot of action, accomplishments and great forward strides. Like the way there have been that famous quote, like sometimes you have many decades of no progress, and sometimes you have progress of decades in certain months. So this is what is generally attached with the power of the personal year 8. Along with that guys, this is a year to dream big, to fulfill your ambition, work towards the manifestations. So guys, like many times it has been seen that people who go on that expansion spree, people who make major big investments, they hire big teams, they open offices. So that is generally connected as the vibe attached with the personal year 8. So and guys, the good part and the beauty of the personal year 8 is that, see, your MULANK 7 in itself makes you very intuitive. It makes you or gives you strong power to do analysis as well. So the thing is that generally it has been seen that majority of the decision taken by you, majority of the risk taken by you. So your judgment always put you in the right direction. So people generally demonstrate very astute, very strong judgment whenever they are in the personal year 8. Like many people who have achieved big things. And when you go down the memory lane and you will ask them, so the kind of decision which they took when they were in their personal year 8 somehow became responsible for their big success which comes later on in their life. So yes, and along with that guys, this is also considered as a very important year for some rapid improvement in your social status. So like the way we say this thing, people who generally become CEOs, people who take the presidential oath or something. So it all comes down to which personal year vibration you are in. Personal year 8 has got potential and power to give you that or improve your social status. Along with that, guys, definitely in this personal year, you reap the fruits of all the past 7 personal year. So whatever you have been sowing in from the past 7 personal years, you reap the fruits of that in this year. And lastly, guys, see, at the end of the day, eventually you cannot forget this thing, that the vibration of this number, this personal year, is ruled by the planet Saturn. So you have to live as per the Saturnian principles in order to gain all those big things which I just mentioned before this. So that means you have to be humble. That's what Saturn always acknowledges. You have to be very practical. See, being sentimental, being a crybaby never gets along well with the planet Saturn on number 8. So you have to be very practical, and you have to be very helpful as well, unconditionally helpful of others, like all the downtrodden, unprivileged, all those people who cannot do something, who cannot defend themselves. Try not to bully them in the personal year 8. So yes, guys, if I were to summarize, if being a MULANK 7 in 2025, if you are in the personal year 8, it's a very good year for business success, for the advancement of your status, any political victory, and for seeing or witnessing some substantial growth and development from the past 7 years. This year is going to be very important for you. And lastly, guys, let's say for example, if being a MULANK 7 in the year 2025, you are going to be in the personal year 9. So definitely, guys, see, when we talk about the energy of your MULANK, definitely that makes you very perfectionist. You crave and you strive for the true wisdom of the soul, and you have got this capacity to reach that position in the life where there is not going to be any alternative to you. So like, that is the only reason celebrities like Cristiano Ronaldo and like Mahendra Singh Dhoni, they all have been fascinated with the vibration of number 7, because number 7 is well supported by the omens, by the universal forces, by the nature as well. So in a way, nature is protecting you and pushing you towards victory, towards success. So now, guys, if being a MULANK 7, if in the year 2025 you're going to be in the personal year 9. So guys, first of all, the good part is that the universal year, if you'll make a sum total of 2025, that is also 9. So that means somehow your life circumstances are going to be reverberating as per the universal theme. That is the first advantage. Second thing is that, see, this is a year of returning favor and being available to the friends and community service. Because guys, with the MULANK 7, a lot many times what happens is that these people tend to retreat from the society, from the social gatherings, like a mad scientist, being in their own space, working hard for their craft, gaining that perfection and all. But during this year, you have to be available unconditionally to your friends as well. The more you will be available, the more your face is going to be visible in any community work, in any community service, the better this year will work out for you. You never know, you might be working very hard, you might be in dire need of any favor in a specific place in the life, and without thinking about something, you helped someone, you were a part of that kind of protest which was taking place, and over there you developed some contact and which helped you in your personal journey. So during this year, this is a year of returning favors and being available to friends and community service. Along with that, guys, impact of people, things and condition which used to matter a lot will start losing their luster in life. So guys, generally what happens is that, because we say that the energy of the personal year 9 has got more to do with the wrapping up of the things, like all those activities, hobbies which used to be very important for you, you used to be very obsessed with them. Now you will be slowly, gradually drifting. Your interest is going to be vacillating. It's going to be shifting out to new things. So that is what the power and energy of this personal year is that. And guys, trust me, whatever you are going to be doing, you are in a way making space for some new beginnings which could be much more harmonious and better for you. Along with that, guys, there will be completion of experiences, and be prepared for important changes. So we say that the changes which happens in the personal year 9 has got more to do with getting out of situation, losing out things, and the development in the form of the attainment of things, manifestation of the things, that generally happens in the personal year 1. But in the personal year 9, definitely change happens in a way that it's going to be completion of a cycle of a phase. And lastly guys, and like we say this thing that avoid the feeling of loss, resentment, and you have to be as much tolerant as it is possible. And the more compassionate and the more you'll be acting out with that feeling of unselfishness, this year will work out better for you. So if you want to expect the highest of the reward, do things unconditionally. Be very compassionate towards the pain, towards the plight of others. And lastly guys, this is a year to let go. See, when we talk about the romance and all, so we say this thing that even in the romance, natives and people generally go through some sort of very dramatic kind of experiences. So let's say for example, if suddenly within your relationship your girlfriend started to act like a drama queen, or suddenly it's like you started inviting all those kind of people in your life who are coming with their own gossip, with all sort of drama, this and that. So be assured it's not gonna be for long, or rather the good part is that do not get attached or become a story, a character in their drama, because it's going to go all away. It's just a matter of 1 year only when you are going to be part of all these things. So yes guys, if I were to summarize, being a MULANK 7, if in this year you are in the personal year 9, it is a very good year for transformation, cleansing of things, purification of things, letting go of things. Lot many people wind up things from one area and start migrating or planning for making a big move in some other industry, in some other sector, in some other geographical location as well. So for all these kind of things, this year is considered as auspicious for people who are connected with doing anything connected with social work, charities, connected with nature, art, creativity, drama, theater. Those people generally tend to do very good. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, numerology, palmistry, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.